Happy Labor Day Monday, guys. Okay, yeah, ironically, it's also my birthday. So there you go. Uh, we have a new offering to show everybody, and I want to explain this one maybe a little differently than normal. What I've got here is the EcoFlow Delta 2 Max. It is a 2,000 watt power station. There's a lot of 2,000 watt power stations on the market. 2,400 watt, 1,800 watt, everything somewhat similar size, the middle size generators for everybody. And they all have their own place in the solar world. Each one of them's a little different. This one's a lot different. Okay. Now, I'm not going to go through the what does it run? You guys have seen me do that enough times. This thing's 2,000 watts. It will, no problem, run my refrigerator, run my coffee pot, run my toaster, run my coffee maker all at once. No sweat. It's 2,000 watts. We know it's got the power to do that. Okay. It is your typical EcoFlow generator. Looks the same as everything else. It's got its USB, it's got its USB-C. It's got 6 plugs on the back. No problem. Okay, so like any other solar generator, this one can run everything that you need it to run. You portable, weighs about 50 pounds, good to go. All right. The big difference between EcoFlow and everybody else is the speed at which they charge. And you guys know me. For me, that is one of the most important things. If you haven't seen other videos, I will explain why. It ain't sunny every day. Okay? And so when you need to charge your generator, if it's a cloudy day, if it's a rainy day, and you go, crap, we don't have enough power to run the generator, to power the refrigerator, we've got to recharge the solar batteries, and you go, well, it's raining out. That ain't going to work. This is the reason I prefer EcoFlow as one of my top power sources, because this thing will charge in just slightly over 1 hour on AC power, okay? Which means if I hook it up to a gas generator, I can charge this in an hour, which will run my refrigerator for about, this one particular, for about 14 hours, okay? As opposed to running my gas generator to power my refrigerator, where I have to run my gas generator for 14 hours. Or as compared to a lot of other ones that don't have the fast charge capabilities, where it takes about 4 to 5 hours to charge a generator of this size. Think about the amount of gas you're going to use to get you the power you need. 4 to 5 times the power, or 14 times the fuel, okay, is what you need. That's why I prefer something that's got a fast charge. Now, does that come with a cost? Yes. You've seen me review other generators from other companies that are larger and cheaper, right? No question. Okay. I've showed you the Okatels. I've showed you the FF Powers. I've showed you the Opus. You know, I like the Opus products very much too. Okay, I like all of them. Everything that I've shown you that I've shown you, I like. The ones that you haven't seen, because I didn't like them. This is where this one's different, and this is going to be a real interesting comment for you. I'm going to talk about whether your house is powered on gas, okay? Meaning whether it's propane or natural gas. Do you have a gas stove? Do you have a gas furnace? Do you have a gas water heater? If you do, maybe I can save you a few $1,000s here if what you're planning on. Now, y'all know my setup, I've told it about many times, is a Delta Pro, which a Delta Pro costs you about $3,500 per generator. You need 2 of them to run 240. Okay? And I need 240 to run my well pump, to run my water heater, until one of these days I replace it with a gas water heater. Okay? So I need to have 240 volts to run those things. And then I, of course, run the extra 120, which is running lights or electrical outlets or whatever in the house. Great. Okay. But what if you don't need to run 240? What if you have, like I said, a gas stove, a gas furnace, a gas water heater? All those, if they even take electricity at all, like if you have a pilot light for your water heater, for example, that doesn't require any electricity. So if you're running gas, you still got hot water. Of course, if you're on, you've got to be on city water for this, or you have to have a 120 volt, probably a very shallow well. Okay. But if your house is on 120, or if you only need to power 120, this is your solution for literally about half the price, which makes sense. Instead of running 240, you're running 120, half. Okay, there we go. Why do I say this? Let's take a look at something. This right here, pop that one open. There it is, comes that way, is expandable. I can hook up with this generator two standalone batteries, two add-on batteries for this, which would bring the power of this one generator and the two extra batteries to 6,000 watt hours. Now, you can hook this up to the house with a transfer switch. Okay, EcoFlow makes a transfer switch that goes right to this for about $350. Gives you 6 circuits. Figure out what circuits you want. Okay, if you've got the furnace, the hot water heater, the stove, say those are your 3. And again, you can pick whatever critical elements you want. Okay, furnace, hot water heater, stove, and overhead lights or electrical outlets throughout the kitchen or throughout the bedroom or the family room or the bathroom or whatever it is. You can pick those. This will handle 6,000 watt hours on 6 separate circuits right into the house. Power goes out, you walk into your utility room or wherever you want, wherever your electrical panel is, you go flip, and you've got power. Okay. I have not seen any other company that has a generator, that a smaller generator like this, that is expandable like that and can be wired right into your house. Now, yes, it will need to be wired by an electrician. So yes, you will have to have that added expense to do that. Okay. And I can't tell you what that's going to cost because it's different everywhere. Okay. But this is something to throw into the mix for all the questions you guys ask me. What size generator should I get? It comes into personal preference. If you just need a couple of them, I want to run my refrigerator and I want to run my freezers. That's all you need. Okay, then maybe this is too much horsepower for it. If you want to power the fridge, the freezers, turn some lights on, and have the furnace going, now this is an idea. Again, I'm telling you, this is limited to capacity to 120 volts. You are not going to get 240 out of this. If you need 240, you need to go for a Delta Pro. Cost-wise, yes, this is more expensive than other ones. This one retails for $15.99. Elliott is giving us a coupon for $100 off, so it makes it $14.99. Like I said earlier, sure, you can go out and get yourself a 2400 Opus one for $11.99. Portable? Yeah, okay. More power, portable, everything. Again, difference being, the Opus is more power, less expensive, but not expandable. So what you need to do when you're considering your power sources is figure out first, what do I want to do? And then what product is compatible with what I want to do. If you just want to run your refrigerator and your freezer, go with the bigger, cheaper one. No question. Okay. If you want to be able to run things that are, I'll use the term, hardwired into your house, then this is your solution. You aren't powering your overhead lights. You aren't powering, for the most part, maybe a dishwasher or a furnace off of a strictly portable generator. You can off of something like this. And that's why I want to bring this one to your attention, because this is something that hasn't been available before. I don't know any other company that's making one that you can do this at this cost. Like I said, you could do it off the Delta Pro too, no question. But Delta Pro is twice as expensive as this. It's also almost twice as big. So that being said, as per normal, you guys know what we do. My birthday, you get the presents. How about that one? We are going to give one of these away tomorrow night on the live stream. In order to enter, here are all the rules. Again, you must live in the lower 48. You must enter on your comment below this video and this video only. Primary comments only. Do not add something in a reply to a comment. That won't pop up. If that comes up, it's not going to be a valid entry. You must enter in your comment the state in which you live in. What do I want to do this time? Let me think about that for a second. Okay, but I'll give you that. So certainly you have to be on the live stream Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 6 Mountain, 5 Pacific. I know everybody says I changed the times. I haven't changed the times in 3 years. It's always been the same time. Okay. So that's what it is. Don't say, oh, gee, I missed it. You changed the times. I did. Okay. You must be present to win. I will draw the winner's name live on the live stream through the random comment picker, and the person will have 3 minutes to reply that they are there. This will be sent to you guys directly from the folks at Wellbots, directly from Elliot. So you'll just need to email me your address. I'll get it over to Elliot, and on your front doorstep in a few days will be a new one if you are the winner. The coupon code and the link to not only this, the generator itself, there's also a package they've got with the generator and solar panels. If you want the solar panels to go with it, if you don't already have some. I will also put the link for the transfer switch in case that's something you want to go to. Now, you don't have to have the added batteries to use the transfer switch. You could just run it just off of this. You're just going to be limited to 2,000 watt hours in the house. Okay. You can always get this and the transfer switch and later add more generators. That's kind of how I put my product, my system in my house together. I bought one piece, I bought the next piece, and I'm building the system. You don't have to come up with everything at once. But for what else to add in the comments below, let's say you need to add I don't know. I need something good. This is always hard. Let's put in there what the most recent thing you've canned is. Okay. I mean, obviously we're at harvest time or whatever it is. So if you can tomatoes or you can salsa or spaghetti sauce or whatever. If you haven't, if you're not one of the people that cans fresh food, first off, I'll ask you why, but second off, throw in there what's the last type of canned good you bought. You know, gee, I bought raviolios or something like that. So everything there. But those are the deals. We will see you tomorrow night, Tuesday. This is the deal. If you're looking for something on a whole house setup, or I won't say whole house, but the critical circuits in your house in the event of an EMP, just the power goes out, you know, hurricane, tornado, whatever would be, somewhere that house is still standing but the power isn't, and you're on 120, those are your critical circuits. Here's the way to go.